Tough one today, Neil. What are your thoughts on the game as a whole?
Well, first off, again, more than in the game. Thought we done well. Created opportunities. Obviously they've gone ahead through a penalty. We don't believe it is a penalty, but I can't really see from where I am, to be honest. Didn't look like one from where we were. They get a penalty, we respond. Had a good opportunity, keeper saved, and then obviously we equalised just before half time. And then come out second half. It's again what I talk about all the time. I think you see most of the time in first half of games in terms of how we set them up, and but they come off it. Will that be due to obviously the opposition at this level have a lot more of the ball, so do we tire in games? But the concentration levels from some of the players, certain situations, is what's cost us. We give a silly free kick away, then we've not won the ball that's come in the box. Good header from the lad. Third goal again, straight ball. Takes straight ball. When we had a straight ball, it goes right into the, centre forward's got a clean run on goal, and obviously it gets brought down and it's a penalty. So, we can do so much, but what I can't do is play the game for them.
Yeah, and you mentioned there, the goal just before half time. It's a great time to get a goal, but then second half to the first half, it almost looked like a completely different game. What do you think the main reason for that was?
I think goals change games. They were always going to come after us, weren't they? Second half, that whole crowd behind them. And I thought we were doing okay in the game. I keep going on. We're not going to go and dominate football matches at this level. We're not. But what we've got to be is stay organised. And then when we get our opportunities, then look to take them. But we don't do that. As you've seen, as Buxton, it was very similar the other week. You know what I mean? Set up, play a certain way, we do well in the game, half time, yeah, we're doing okay. Second half, people come off it, concede that second goal, and then we get a bit ragged. Obviously, from my perspective, I'm trying to put forward players on the pitch where we can, try and affect the game. That didn't really work, if I'm honest. But then you can't have a lad pick the ball up the edge of his own box, was it? I might be wrong, I'd have to watch it all back. It's a 60-yard ball right through the middle of our defence, and Cedric's in, and penalty and another goal.
Yeah, and last week, Bobby Grant back on the bench today, came on. How much of a boost do you think it's going to be to have him available for the remainder of the season?
Obviously it's a boost to have him, obviously in the dressing room, but also, on the pitch. I think I've seen it twice just in the time he was on. Ball's in, he's not the biggest, but he knows how to use his body. You've seen him pin the two big centre halves, set the ball. If we can get people around him, in and around him, we'll play like we did last year. We'll get up the pitch, we'll be able to play higher up the pitch. So yeah, having Bobby back's great, isn't it? But what we can't do is think, Bobby's going to be our saviour, and you've got to give the lad. He's been out for 6 months, is it? 7 months. He's naturally fit. He works hard off the pitch. He's done a lot of work this week to make himself available for today. But I can have all the Bobby Grants in the world. If we don't defend straight balls and we don't defend properly from set pieces, it does not really matter. And we can keep talking about, is this the right team, is that not the right team, why wasn't so and so playing? Watch the game at times, and the bits that matter, and the bits that matter are the goals usually. And you have a look back at our 3 goals today, not just the goal going in the net. I've looked the build up to it, the tackles that we miss, the positions we don't get in, the body shape that we don't defend in properly, which I talk about and go on about continually. People have got to take responsibility. I'll stand here all the time in front of you guys and take responsibility, because ultimately I'm a manager. I've got no problem, but lads have to do the jobs as well, and we're not asking them to do difficult jobs, but we're asking them to do the jobs and stay in games, because if you can stay in games at this level of football, you'll have a chance, because we've got good players, but we can't continue to give goals away as easy as what we do.
Yeah, that's it. Cheers, Neil.